This is Doom the board game, part 9. I have been promised a major prototype weapon in the northwest quarter of this sector. So based on that, from a dying scientist, based on that promise, I am going to move forward into this hallway, which is area, what area is this? Is 7, 8, 7, 6, 6, area 6, and clear it out, and then proceed northwest, or rather west, once I get to that hallway. Okay, so area 6. This corridor is poorly lit. The red emergency lighting flickers, emitting showers of sparks. The corridor is littered with the remains of UAC employees. Hideous creatures kneel over them, engaged in a terrible feast. Yep, standard demon stuff. I think I might just move up and throw a grenade and try to get both of these guys in one attack. Or should I just fire a machine gun at them from here? I think I might just go machine gun, because I do have, let me check. Yes, I do. I have ammo for a change. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go machine gun, because remember, my machine gun gets 2 free range pips for each use. So yellow, blue, and green. Yellow, blue, green dice. 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's enough on its own. And it is a total of 3, 4, 5 damage. Imps, we know by now. 2 armor, 2 health. No, imps, 2 armor, 1, so we don't know by now. 2 armor, 1 health. Well, that absolutely kills. Oh wait, one of them, right? Yeah, that's how those attacks work. You don't get to kill everything you see with a machine gun. I mean, you should, right? But no. Okay, so then that's one attack, and then the second attack, still pretty good, actually. I mean, for what we need it to be, plenty of range, and then just 3 damage. But imps, armor 2, life 1. That gets through the armor and takes 1 life away. And so the imp is no longer with us. So that cleared out both of the imps. That's pretty much what I wanted. It is now the invader player's turn. Drawing up from the Doom deck, we've got a card that could spawn a zombie and a trite. I've got too many cards in my hand as the invader player. I've got 8. That's the max card count. Okay, never mind. Reverse that. Never mind. I didn't draw up. Okay, here's what I'll do. This will be good. Pull back a little bit here. What we're going to do is have the Mancubus continue to advance. 1, 2. And then he's going to open fire at the Marine. But, better yet, I'm going to play an event card. The event card says surprise attack. The thing that applies here is that this makes that attack an aimed attack, which means that if I don't like one of the dice that I roll, I can re-roll it. Just once. Now, the Mancubus attack is not... Well, actually, it's like a machine gun attack. Yellow, blue, green. Oh, but it's got... Yeah, that's right. It's got deadly. So it's got 1 free damage as long as he hits. Oh, and I don't think that's gonna hit. Well, not as rolled anyway. So that's 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that doesn't hit as rolled. Now, what he can do is re-roll the blue dice because of the surprise attack event card. Well, amazingly, that even on the re-roll, it's a 0, which means that that's just a miss. That's just the bullets go that far, and then they just kind of fall off right before hitting the Marine. Or, whatever, however we want to flavor it. Maybe it hits the armor of the Marine and does no damage. Whatever happens, it's not something that I need to worry about. So, the Demon Dogs, I think they move 4? Yeah, they do. They move 4. So, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess, technically 1, 2, 3, 4. I could, well, hold on. What am I talking about? That's the end of that round, or that's the end of the invader turn. Now I'll start thinking about the Marine's turn. The Marine. He could throw a grenade here. It would technically hit both demon dogs. My concern is that that might not get that far. So I think I might just stick with my machine gun attacks. That didn't go to plan. That was a miss. I've got another attack, so I'll be attacking the farther one now. So in my head, that was, the close one, and then I'll go far. Although I guess why not just keep I'll just keep firing at the green one. Oh no, that's not good. So I've just lost my ammo again. I have 0 ammo. Back at the 0 ammo state. I don't like that state. I prefer to have ammo. I hope that prototype just has infinite power. Although, given that there's like a kind of a power pack here, I'm assuming probably something for the prototype, but we'll find out. Anyway, plenty of range. 4 wounds that I can deal. And a demon dog has 3 armor and 2 life. So yes, I have wounded the demon dog, but I have not killed the demon dog, which I would have preferred. As a reminder, I will place a little wound token next to that demon dog. So he does have 1 wound remaining. And now, of course, it is the invader turn. And this time, the invader does get to draw from the deck. And of course, we already know what it is. It's a zombie and trite spawn card. But I feel like right now, I feel like I have enough on the board as the invader. I don't know that I need to spawn anything right now. I think I might just keep playing with what I have. Big boy is going to come up 1 and then maybe smash through that barrier. I've got lots of smashes still. Yeah. So I'll play a smash to remove that barrier. That way he can get a little bit closer. And then, of course, he will attack. Wow. That just makes no sense. Shockingly ineffectual, and I'm loving it. Demon dogs. They look fast. Yes, they are. They go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's good. He'll go 1, 2, 3. So a demon dog is attacking. Demon dogs attack with 1 red and 2 blues. That's obviously a hit. Melee is pretty easy to hit, I think. 6, 7 damage. And does he have any special thing? Not that applies right now. So that's that's pretty good. 7 damage. My Marine has an armor of 3. There are 2 3s in 7. So that's a loss of 2 wounds. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. It is now the Marine's turn. I might switch over to shotgun because I don't need range. And I think I'm going to just do an unload. Just unload some shell. Wait, I don't have ammo. What am I talking about? I have no ammo. So the question is whether I want to do a grenade at this guy, clip them both with a grenade, and then maybe, who knows, turn around and throw a grenade at this guy. Just 2 grenades? The other idea is to run into this hallway and grab some ammo. But I'm afraid of my alternate self deciding that to burst through the doors, basically. That's what I'm afraid I will be compelled to do as the invader player. I think what I'll do is I'll throw a grenade here. So just 1, 2. So I need a range of 2 for my grenade to not kill me. Which, who would ever kill themselves with their own grenade? There we go. That's what I needed. So I got exactly the range that I needed, the 2. And I got a pretty good wound count, 2, 4, 6. So toss a grenade here, takes out 1 demon dog, and certainly takes out the second demon dog. That's good. So I could turn around and throw another grenade. Well, I guess I have to do that, because that's what I kind of declared that I was going to do, an unload action. Okay, so again, plenty of range at 4, but I did hit an ammo expenditure. So one of my grenade packs of 2 is now gone. I've run out of grenades on that packet. That's okay. So that's 5 wounds, and the Mancubus is an armor 3 with life 3. There's only 1 3 in 5, so I've taken 1 wound from this guy, and that's it. You know what? I'm gonna use the Blackstone Fortress tokens for this one. I'm using these for frag tokens over in my dashboard, as it were, but I'll use this for the Mancubus because they flip over. So 1 wound, 2 wounds, take it away for third wound. Okay, so Mancubus is wounded, and I'm just sat there waiting for him to shoot bullets into me. Apparently, Invader player draws up 1 and gets a spawn card of a demon dog. Well, I just killed a bunch of demon dogs, honestly. I'm not sure that I want to deal with that again. I think I'll do some nuisance stuff instead. I mean, I have to play something because I'm 8 cards in my hand as the invader player, so I need to do something. So I'll play a darkness card so that it is now dark, and until the next round, this marine only has line of sight up to four squares away. Why does that matter? Well, it matters because I'm going to also spawn a zombie and a trite. I just want to cause him a little bit of grief while the Mancubus is encroaching upon him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4. So he can just be right out of sight there. And then the zombie will be right out of sight. So they're right there. Normally they wouldn't be able to spawn so directly, but that's because of the cover of darkness. They can do that. And now the Mancubus, of course, will take a shot at the marine with a yellow, blue, and green dice, I think it is. Yes, Mancubus, yellow, blue, and green. The thing about the Mancubus is, though, that he does have a damage icon. So that if any wounds mean there's a +1 wound. So there's 2 here. So that's +1. So that is 3 wounds. Okay. So that is one health token loss. 1 wound lost. Still got 7 health remaining. And there is that health token up here in the corner. So I think I have to deal with this guy, the Mancubus. I don't think his time has definitely come. So the question is what I want to do about him, and I think 1, 2. He's 2 squares away. I think just a shotgun to the face is probably what I need to do. Except wait, I don't have a shotgun. That's why I've been using my grenades because I'm out of ammo. So instead of shotguns to the faces, which is really what I want to do, instead I'll do a grenade. So here we got a grenade result of a 3 range, so that's plenty of range, and then 6 damage, and of course it is a blast weapon. No, it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's blast. So really it's just, it's 6 damage. That's the point. And the Mancubus, of course, is an armor rating of 3. There are 2 3s in 6. And he's already got 1 wound. So if he takes 2 wounds and then 3 wounds taken away, so he is finally dead. He had staying power, that guy. He really had staying power. That was a lot of work getting rid of him. Hell Knights are easier than Mancubuses. That was a lot of work. So what was that? That was 1 attack, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah, it was. So what I need to do is get close to these guys for hitting, because I don't have any ammo still. So I may as well get over there and start trying to collect ammo or something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 4, 5, 6, 7, Okay, so I've picked up usable ammo for my shotgun, and then some other kind of ammo. I don't know what this is yet. It looks like some kind of power cell. But I don't have any weapons that require power cells. I just have good old-fashioned combustible weaponry here. So that's interesting. And I'm right next to a trite, so if I had actions, I could hit the guy, but I don't. It is now the invader's turn. The invader does not have 8 cards in his hand, so I draw up 1, and I've got an imp and a trite spawn card. So, I need to remember, I have a dodge card for the invader. I need to play that at some point. In fact, I probably should have played it for the mancubus, technically speaking, but honestly, I was so happy to get rid of him. I could have played a sneaky little card. This is a weird one, though. It's not quite. Play at the start of your turn. Swap the positions of any 2 revealed equipment tokens. That doesn't really feel useful to me as an invader. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to say, start of my turn. Well, actually, it's not the start of my turn. But we'll ignore that I already drew a card because I had this in my hand. So play at the start of your turn. Swap the positions of any 2 revealed equipment tokens. So, I mean, there are no bad equipment tokens, right? So I'm just going to take the health, which I'm sure the Marine wants, and swap it with grenades because the Marine already has grenades. Frankly, it's just to get that swap card out of my hand. Darkness effect has ended because it's the start of the invader's turn, so that is no longer in effect. Line of sight is back to normal. And I think for annoyance factor again, I'm going to just do a imp and a trite. Spawn an imp and a trite. I think it's arguable that they're not quite visible. I might be bending rules a little tiny bit here in the invader's favor. No, I'm not. Yeah, I think this corner clips it, I think. So that's what I'm going with. So I've just spawned some creatures. There, they exist. All right, so zombies moving 1, 2, 3. Imp will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Trite will move 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5. So a trite and a zombie, I think, are what can actually attack there. Okay, so red and green for the trite. Well, it's plenty of range. However, it's not enough damage to get through the armor. Is there something that I can do as an invader player to make that better? I felt like I had something that would allow me to re-roll or something, but I don't. In that case, the zombie attacks now, and zombies attack like a shotgun, so red and blue. And that is a success with 6 damage. 6 hits, I guess, is what that would be. And the armor rating of my Marine is 3. There are 2 3s in 6, so that is a loss of 2 wounds. Getting down to just, I think I got 4, yeah. No, wait, I have 5 wounds right now. I'm really shocked that it's taking this long to get this room cleared. Not enough attacks. I need more attacks or more grenades. I need to just set off all my grenades. So that's the end of the invader's turn. It is now the Marine's turn. Can we do this? I don't know that we can. I think the Marine's just going to shotgun both of these guys. Because I have ammo now, right? I finally picked up. But you know what? Why waste it? Let's just do, let's punch a trite. And that's a 2 for that. 2 range and 2 wounds. But, of course, a red die gets 2 additional hits on it. So that's 4, which is plenty to kill a little trite. And I think we'll just do the same thing to this zombie. 3 hits, but then it's a red die, so I add 2 to that, so that's 5. Of course, zombies have an armor of 2 and a health of 2. There are two 2s in 5, so that kills the zombie. Now it is the invader player's turn. Draw a card from the Doom deck, and it's a Mancubus card. I felt okay about saying that the hallway was what, like down this hallway you couldn't see like a little imp or a trite, but I'm not prepared to say that the the Marine wouldn't be able to see a Mancubus trudging down the hallway. So I'm not going to spawn one of those. What I will do, however, is move the trite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to attack. And I think the imps have range, right? Yes, of course they do. Okay, so the trites attack with a red and green. And that's a hit with 4 damage. Enough to get 1 wound through. So I'm down to 4 wounds now. And the imp, yellow and blue. Just 1 yellow, 1 blue. 1 square. That doesn't get there, so that is an ineffectual attack. Good. I like that. I guess it's the Marine's turn now. I might just leave that imp there. I think I'm going to just hit the spider. Plenty of range. 2 plus 2 is 4 damage. That's plenty to get rid of a trite. I keep saying spider, but they're not spiders. They only have 6 legs, so it's a trite. So that was 1 attack. And then I'm going to go for for health and ammo. So that's 8 spaces, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Because I don't actually want to go here yet. I want to go get my prototype weapon, or whatever it is, over in the west. So I do have ammo now, so I can actually shoot. And I just gain... I gain 3 wounds back. So that's good, because now that brings me back up to something like 7. Yeah, 7. And that basically clears this room. I mean, it doesn't really, but I'm calling it clear. I'll draw a card for the invader. Looks like a zombie and a trite spawn. That's too easy not to do, actually. So I'm gonna resurrect one of these zombies here. Bring it back into the game. That's what zombies are like. You think you got them. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the trite up front because he moves so fast and the zombie moves slow. And then we'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Are they lining up for a grenade? It almost looks like they are. But they're not. They just want to get to their target. So the trite is going to attack with a red and a green. Once again, plenty of range, but not enough power to get through. The imp, yellow and blue. He's looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. My armor is 3. There is 1 3 in 4, so I lose a wound token. But that is all. That's the entire invader turn. And now, actually, I might really be able to clear this hallway out and proceed into, or get ready to go to the northwest corner. And to do that, I am going to throw a grenade. First, I'll punch the trite. Plenty of range with 2, and of course it's 2 plus 2 because I have free 2 damage for red dice because of special ops. Trite's dead, and now I'll throw a grenade over at the imp and the zombie. Grenades are yellow, blue, blue. And I'm looking for a 1, 2, 3 range. And I do have the range that I need, but I do lose my grenades, or at least one packet of grenades. That was my last package of grenades, but I do see that there are some grenades right over here in the corner, so I'm not too concerned about this. I've scored 4 damage total. That's enough to kill both of these, because there are 2 2s in 4. That's enough to kill the zombie and the imp. There. It's clear. And actually, it's not over, because it's the invader player, but I'm just going to draw a card. Rage. Play when you activate an invader, and they get to attack twice. Okay, so the invader is just going to sit tight. It's 2, 4, 6 cards in hand. Some of them are spawn cards. Some of them are really nasty spawn cards. But the others are kind of event cards that wouldn't apply here. And I'm gonna gear up. I'm gonna save up for this mystery room in the west. So that is the end of this round. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.